Hello, people of the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, happy Tuesday to you all, or if you're watching this at any other point in the week, hopefully you're having a great day nonetheless. Thank you for being patient with me when it comes to P1Harmony. I have seen all of your comments that I've gotten over the course of the past like 5-6 weeks or so, telling me that I've missed the P1Harmony release. I am very much aware that I have missed the P1Harmony release. It's been actually over 3 months since P1Harmony dropped Killin It and the Killin It album, but I figured I have some time tonight, so let's just get everything P1Harmony out of the way now. So we are going to be doing not just the MV for Killin It, the title track. We're going to be doing the entire Killin It album studio length, actually album comma studio length, because well, we have 10 songs to go through, so this is going to be a big hefty album listen. When it comes to me and P1Harmony, I'm pretty new to this group. I mean, this will be my third release covering them properly, because my first release with them was Back Down, and that was, what, end of 2022? That must have been like November or something like that of 22, and I really enjoyed it. And then we fell into the B-sides, and I enjoyed those B-sides as well. Last year, of course, we had Jump, which was a fantastic banger, with an equally fantastic banger in Heartbeat Drum, and those two songs will not leave me alone. I have still binge listened to those whenever they pop up on the Spotify Shuffle. And what I'm essentially trying to say is me and P1H have had a really fun journey over the last year and a bit, and I'm hoping that continues today. And considering there are 10 songs to choose from, I reckon there's probably going to be at least one banger that just gets repeat after repeat after repeat. And so let's get started. We're going to treat this as a regular old album listen, so I'll read off the credits before every song. If there's an MV or a special clip with a certain song, we'll put those in as needed. But you know what? We've got a long ways to go, so get comfy, grab a drink, grab a snack, and let's get started, shall we? Here we go! Now, I am aware that I think it was Kiho, right? Had an episode of Imogen Service. I'm pretty sure he was episode 101 of Imogen Service. We're kind of putting those on the back burner at the moment, mainly because of time constraints. Like, when I was doing the whole YouTube thing back in the UK, I had time to sit down and watch Imogen Services. But now that I have to wait until 6 p.m. for new music to drop, because I live in Japan now, and essentially we share a time zone with South Korea, I only have my evenings, like, essentially the little bit before and until I go to bed after dinner to go through music and stuff, and it's just not enough time. So I am aware that that exists. I might watch it in my free time, but if I don't make a video on it, that's why. So thank you for bearing with me, but let's get started, shall we? Track number 1. This is the title track called Killin It. Lyrics: Han Sung Ho Soo-yeon with Jong Sub, which I'm assuming means rap verse. He's written the rap verse. Composition: Han Sung Ho, Sebastian Todt, Patrick J.Q. Smith, Jacob Aaron from the Hub with Sebastian Todt on arrangements. Now, these are names that are very familiar to me. What album would this have been that these are familiar from? Because I'm like, especially Sebastian Todt, Patrick J.Q. Smith, Jacob Aaron, Han Sung Ho, Soo-yeon. These are names that I've read in the past week. Maybe it might be SF9, I'm not sure. But, anyways, the latest P1 title track. Here we go! Even though it's been 3 months, I've heard nothing from this album, so... Oh, hello. Interesting, it's slower. I'm the boss, I'm the man, I'm a super, super, super. Not a superstar, already know that. Oh, we're still getting the vocals though. Ah, we are going with this drop, okay. Oh yeah, oh, I am so on board with this. My rule came 2005 수두창 퇴근한 지금까지 still alive now. I have a star, got the 6-piece beach being stylish. My vision, ambition, machine, 난 가진 reason is real. Well, damn, alright, Jungkook. I was so entranced by that reference, I couldn't say anything. I wanted to say something, but... What? I love Jump as just a pure banger. But this kind of brings me back to how I felt listening to Back Down for the first time. This... Yeah, that little... I love that. Just the sass that adds... I kind of want the rubbery synthesizers back from the verses though, because those were tasty. Yeah, you already know, boy. Oh, we've got some of them back. Okay, so it looks like, is this just outtakes? You know, we'll let it roll, but let me talk over what's happening. Oh, yes, this is vibes. It punches, it shreds, it rips. Oh, and it's pure stank face material, isn't it?
P1Harmony.
Oh. Yes, this is what I have been missing. This is that crunchiness. This is that stank face inducing type music. That is, ooh, and this is one of those songs that once you start riding the groove, you never want to jump off of it. It's just, and again, it all comes down to that kind of chorus, the attitude in the chorus. It naturally kind of swings itself into the beat. And it's so fun to listen along to. Like, where is that chorus if I can find it? It's here, isn't it? Actually, we got a little bit of ways to go. It's that just something about it. It's one of those vocal top lines where you can't just like enjoy it. You need to put your entire body into it to like really get a sense of satisfaction from. And because of it, man, you feel the song in your entire being. And I love stuff like this where it's just you can't help but get involved with it. And you don't need to like know the lyrics or know the melody. You just need to know that and just really just lean into that beat. And again, I haven't been around with P1 for all that long, but Back Down, Jump, Killin It, these three title tracks for me have been some of the best songs to just really just let your body go. And it's been spectacular. And if that is the kind of P1 signature, oh, I'm so on board. I'm so on board. And I mentioned earlier, stylistically for me, it's kind of a return to Back Down, which I really like because it's nostalgic for me in a little way, right? Back Down was my first P1Harmony comeback, and back down, already back down. You never gonna back down, like that. I still remember exactly how I felt when I heard it for the first time. The drop for Killin It has taken me kind of back to that. And look, I love Jump. I love a good EDM banger that is Jump. And do I prefer one or the other? Absolutely not. What P1Harmony can do and have shown to me that they can do is just banger. Capital B bangers. My favorite kind of instrumental choice though is this rubbery synth in the first verse. Yeah. I'm on a hot now, good I know the low. 모두 다 손들어 거친 나의 road. Mexico 난리 paparazzi how me. Surprise 너네 눈이 좋게 found me. Yeah, the squeaky like rubbery synth in verse 1 is a tasteful choice, and it works so well because it adds that textural element to it, but it's neutral enough where the top line can just bring in all the tude, all the sass, and it's dripping with it. Oh. Okay, and it looks like there's a special clip for track number 2, so let us move on forward with it. Track number 2, Late Night Calls, lyrics by Han Sung-ho, Soo Yoon, Intak, and Jongseob. Composition Han Sung-ho, Park Soo-sok, So Ji-eun, and Benjamin with Park Soo-sok and So Ji-eun on arrangements. Yeah, these are names that are becoming very familiar to me. I'm guessing it's the SF9 album, just based off of chronological order and like what I've listened to recently. But Late Night Cars, here we go. No captions. Yeah. Call me up at midnight, 스며드는 sunrise, 달콤한 네 voice 나를 감싸와. 네 속삭임은 불러 bye bye. All the time. 눈 감은 채 널 기억해. 눈앞에 별이 가득해. Yeah, it is the SF9 album. Oh! I was not expecting them to build up to be like this. Oh! It's a subtle increase, but the groove is really nice. It's kind of a buttery smooth song. Was not what I expected to happen after the first verse ended, but ooh, tasty octaves. The way it kind of double times into this, I think this is either pre-chorus or chorus. Is really nice. Oh, the way that kept panning was really weird. It's quite a peppy song for a song that is titled like Late Night Calls, like the late night vibe. It wouldn't be this pop heavy or bright, but the groove has definitely got that late night vibe to it. It's very smooth. Oh, that's really nice. It's well, I guess we'll let this part run through, but
생일 축하해.
생일 축하해. Who birthday? Who birthday is it? But Yeah, Late Night Calls, the groove is really tasty, and it's a surprisingly calm song, all things considered. I mean, yes, it is called Late Night Calls, so it probably is going to be a little bit more calm than your typical P1 bangers, but yeah, it's a really nice, refreshing kind of switch, especially following a song that was as intense as Killin It. I think it's a nice little reset that they got there. But very tasteful vocals, very tasteful songwriting parts as well. Like the composition side of things, where they don't take it too far into the extremes in terms of like building up for the chorus or like dropping it back down for, say, the bridge or the verses and stuff. It kind of keeps it, if we're looking at like an energy curve for how loud the song gets and stuff, if Killin It was like from here going up to here and then resetting back for the verse and then coming back up and then if the range was about yay big for Killin It, Late Night Calls probably sits around here. So the range between the max and the min is a lot narrower, but it still does enough between the phrase in the song to, you know, be able to interpret what part of the song you're in, or if the song is changing where it's in. And for a group that can really bring the intensity, showcasing that they can get smooth with it like this, love that, terrific. Right, and now we have color-coded lyric videos. Hopefully they are accurate. I cannot attest to the accuracy of these, but we're going to send them anyways because these exist. So, track number 3, Everybody 박수. No, everybody clap. Lyrics by Hansung Ho, Soo-yoon, Jung, Intak, and Jong-sop. Composition Hansung Ho, Soo-yoon, Bong-won-sok, Eric Bellinger, with Soo-yoon and Bong-won-sok on arrangements. Interesting that in terms of the composition team, there's a lot of similarities between I'm going to keep referencing this out just because it's fresh in my mind. SF9's Sequence album. Very similar music teams, but stylistically very different, which is really cool that like the music team has kind of like a sound signature for one group, and even though they're the same people, can differentiate like that sound so clearly. I love stuff like that. All right. Okay, we're bringing some heaviness. Here we go. Oh, hold on. Let him cook.
Everybody hands up. Hands up. Everybody stand up.
Wait, hold on. Where's the release coming? There it is. Oh, they were really dragging that release point until the very end. Ooh.
Everybody hands up when the beat drops. Beat drop, pick it up, pick him on, must have up, but be with the ill, but when the sun down, let it shut down. Right. You can join us, my crew gets so going up.
Jong-sop's flows have always been so interesting to listen to because rhythmically he almost goes like free meter a lot of times. He just really does what he wants to do, but makes it weave into the song so well. Oh, June. Okay.
Up in the sky. Everybody hands up. Hands up. Everybody stand up. If you're happy and you know it, lead them down, take a show.
God, I am so impressed that they can hold that release for so long and still make it work.
If you're happy and you know it, lead them down, take a show.
무서운 너만의 corner 숨쉬마 다 같이 join us 자신 있게 if you wanna be free
Bring the beat back.
This song is an adventure.
Make a beat. We now get cheap. Fly in the sky, you can never stop me. Everybody
clap your hands
everybody hands up. Party with the hands up.
Okay, ramp it up with the consistent claps for the final
You
drop.
happy and you know it, rhythm 따라 즐겨 show it. 줄게 let it show. If you wanna raise your hands, I got you.
Vibes.
If you're happy and you know it, 지금 바로 느껴 show it. If you're happy and you know it, rhythm 따라 즐겨 show it.
Woo, is that fun or what? Okay, everybody clap. It's one of those songs where it's just fun. It really is just a fun song, and I am not mad at it whatsoever. Man, that chorus release is kind of blowing my mind a little bit because it's a drop that just feels like it takes an eternity to come around, and yet when that full release comes around, I don't care that it's super late. Just the fact that it's there and the way that they held on to it is so impressive to me. Oh. And the vibes are immaculate. It's like you get the saucy vocals from, say people like Theo and Jung and Kiho getting a little bit saucy and as well. And then you have members like, essentially your left and rights in the lyric the color-coded lyrics. You get the smoothness from the left, you get just the sass and the filth from the right, and it is a lot of fun to listen to, isn't it? And even though it is still a fun song with it's essentially Killin It Part 2, where you can put your entire body into this and just really enjoy it. And plus clapping is again one of those things where humans want to get involved if you hear people doing it, and if it's an easy pattern to remember, kind of like that final chorus where it's just you want to get involved with it. It's just how humans work. I don't know, I'm not a psychologist, but that's so fun. Oh, this is a great start to the album. Rightio, track number 4, this is Love Story, lyrics by Han Sung-ho, Jiyoung Intak, and Jung Sob. Composition: Han Sung-ho, Park Soo-sok, So-jiun, Moon Kim of Room 1 with Jung. Oh! Member composition credit, hello. And arrangement: So-jiun... No, wrong line. Park Soo-sok and So-jiun, okay. Are we getting soft?
사랑 따윈 나기 싫어 나도 Falling in love 느껴보지 못한 감정 왜 너 때문에 잠 못 드는데 느껴보지 못한 걸 막 느끼는데 슬렀어 내가 미안해 한마디도
I love how neutral Intak's voice is here.
나도 잘 모르겠어 yeah. 답답하죠 왜 내가 더 답장인가 싶어봤던 팝업 배터리 low 어느새 open 남은 화면 미련 남은 손이 또 자판 위를 걸어
Really interesting that Jongseok just has that sense of rhythm down to a science, even when he's singing like this. Get up there, Theo. Oh, that's really cool. This kind of post-chorus element, like you get. I'm guessing this is June sitting up top here with the ad-libs. You end the chorus with the high vocal, you get Kiho coming in on the low vocal, and then Intak finishing that post-chorus in like the middle range. I think that's really cool. Ooh, a little ABAB action. And this time in the second chorus, we get a little bit of high range Kiho. Oh, hello, call and response. And get smooth with this, Soul. Let's go. That vocal split. Ooh. Oh, lots of vocal work going on. Hold on. Oh, and Intak finishing it low. Look, I'm a big advocate for the ballad. I love Love Story. It's the perfect, hopeful, bright ballad. It's got so much vocal smoothness going on. And the thing is, this vocally is such a good song to listen to because there's so many different flavors of vocals going on. Like, this is a 6-member group, right? But by the end of the song, you probably get about 11 or 12 different flavors of vocals throughout this song. And that's already just one point of showing off the range that these guys have. But this song is performed by the same group that started the album with Killin It 3 songs ago. That's crazy to me. Because this is the super pretty, super smooth, just vocally rich, bright ballad. Killin It was hard. It was attitude-laced. Exact same 6 members. Doesn't sound like the same group to me. That is crazy range to me. And this, again, it partly comes down to just me not knowing the P1 discography all that well. But if we're talking from a pure vocal standpoint, this is my favorite P1Harmony track, looking at it from a purely vocal standpoint. Because the mic chemistry they have with each other is insane. Especially, you get the high-flying ad-libs in the background. I'm assuming are done by either Kyo or Jung. No, not Kyo. I combined Theo and Kiho together. Theo and Jung, I'm assuming, are kind of flying high on the ad-libs in the vocal part. Like, I been knew Theo, Kiho, and Jung can sing. Mainly through, like, well, Theo and Jung, especially through OST Saturdays. Intak has this really nice, buttery smooth, really neutral vocal color. Like, it doesn't really require a lot of vibrato work, or his like comfortable chest voice range is just so unspeakably smooth. Soul is kind of the same way. Soul's got a little bit of like a creaminess to his tone, but also equally just so smooth. And then Jongseop on the end there, my guy might as well be called the rhythm master, because his sense of rhythm and syncopation and flow, even when he gets melodic with it, is impeccable. Like, even in his melodic verse throughout Love Story, Jongseop really just went, hey, rhythm is kind of my thing, so I'm gonna throw in some rhythm for you. And it just fits so well. And his tone too, his vocal tone, naturally has a little bit of that kind of attitude within it, but he can still get so smooth with it. and yet still incorporate that rhythm aspect that he does so well. Oh, that might be B-side of the album for me right now. Everybody Clap is high up there, but Love Story might have just taken it. Having said that, they've dropped the ballad track 4. There's still 6 songs to go. That has me scared. But let's rip the band-aid off right away. This is Countdown to Love, track on number 5. Lyrics by Han Seung-ho, Soo Yoon, Intak, and Jung Sub. Composition Han Seung-ho, Yi Hyun Sung, TM, and Benjamin with Yi Hyun Sung and TM on arrangements. Rock banger? Hello. Hello, Intak. Whoa! Okay, this is not the direction I thought this was gonna go. It is kind of a banger, though. Oh, and then take it back down right away. Rhythm Master. Weirdly, this reminds me of... What Japanese song does it remind me of? It's giving me something similar to like an anime OST that I listened to back in the day. Apart from the rap verses, that's very stylistically different, but... Let it build up. Keep it building, keep it building. Yeah, that's rips. Well, my fingers did not want to move. Yeah, let's go. Counting 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we're going. Oh, that's fun. That's a fun song and a half. Oh my goodness. It's... You know what Countdown to Love is? It's that energy inducer. This is... There's a reason why this song is where it is on the album. Because the song that preceded it was Love Story. You get kind of in your feels a little bit. It's nice and pretty. You slow it down. You gotta bring the energy in the album back up. Countdown to Love, the perfect example of it. If you kind of treat, especially when it comes to full-length albums, if you treat them kind of like a set list at a concert, and you listen to in order, you have like the big grandiose opening, the B-sides to follow. You kind of have to slow it down a little bit, because if you keep it at that high intensity level, you are going to get tired very quickly. So the fact that, you know, P1 decided to throw in Love Story in track number 4 to kind of like let the audience calm down a little bit, catch their breath back a little, and then brought back Countdown to Love with track number 5 and just went, all right, it's time to party. That is so smart. And plus the song is terrific. The groove, the vibe, the energy is so fun. And you just... I am energized. I was in my feelies. I am energized. And man, that song goes hard. Ooh. This is a strong middle bit of the album. Like Love Story and Countdown to Love right now. Probably should... Weirdly enough, Late Night Calls is like, if I had to choose one, probably at the bottom of the list right now just because the energy. I mean, Late Night Calls is such a vibey song and it's really nice, but I'm like so amped up that for me it's just not hitting the same way that it should. Say if I were to listen to it 2 hours from now at like 9:15 in the evening. Give me 3 hours, Late Night Calls will definitely rank pretty highly, but as of right now, oh, this middle block with Love Story into Countdown to Love, it's a heater. It's a heater. But we keep her moving. This is track number 6, Emergency. Lyrics by Han Seung-ho, Soo Yoon, Intak, and Jung Sob. Composition, DeLarge, Benjamin Dietrich Tutt with DeLarge on arrangement. Ooh. Oh, producer tag. Killin It Part 2? Vibe-wise, we're definitely getting Killin It Part 2. Oh, they didn't drop it a whole lot for this pre-chorus. Hold on.
It's an emergency.
Okay, so it's got a lot more the playfulness. Oh, hey. Really cool that now that we are properly into the second, we are in half 2 of the album now, and we're starting it exactly how half 1 started. Really smart to get Soul to kind of break up that Jungso flow there, because he was starting to run with it.
It's an emergency.
La la la, la la la. Like check 1 2, check 1 2 3. Away. Away. Oh yeah, this is vibes right now. It's an emergency.
거짓으로 가득한 건 stop now. 위험을 알리는 것으로.
Get saucy with it, Kiho.
이젠 잠에서 더 늦기 전에. Oh baby, let's go change it. Oh my God, we turn it up now, we turn it up.
Oh, and then we're gonna lead it straight back into Theo for this pre-chorus. Okay. Oh, that's so saucy with it. And then back into this hook. La la la. Break it down like check 1 2, check 1 2 3. Get me at one of their concerts with this song blasting out of the speakers, because oh my god, that song is fun as fuck. Countdown to Love into Emergency, we have gotten the party started with these 2 songs. Oh my goodness. And again, it's another one of those songs where it just screams for crowd intervention. You have that hook, you know, that oh hey, like that is just asking for the crowd to join into it, right? It's just so much fun. I would love to go to a P1 concert just because I feel like in the best way possible, I would be physically exhausted after the night just from me moving around to them. Like I've always said, or I've always held the mentality that the best way to come home from a concert is you losing your voice, because that means you were singing along to it the entire night. I feel like when it comes to P1 music, if I ever get the chance to go to a P1Harmony concert, I want to be at the point where my legs are dying when I'm coming home, because I spent so much energy moving along and dancing along to their music. that is a someone outside is having a bad time, but that is like a bucket list item for me now. A live P1 stage where I can get floor seats and I can just go to town moving along to it. And there's a saying in Japan, or in Japanese, hisaga waratteru, which in English directly translates to my knees are laughing. Essentially, that sensation when you've exerted so much energy through your legs that when you sit down, it feels like your knees and your legs are like twitching because you're so exhausted. That for me just like exemplifies P1Harmony's music for me, is that phrase. Because it essentially, like, Love Story and Late Night Calls don't really call for this type, but if we're gonna name names, Killin It, Everybody Clap, Countdown to Love, Emergency, these 4 songs alone have not forced me, but have allowed my body to just exert all its energy into vibing with the song. And I love that. I think that's so well done. How the hell am I going to choose a favorite B-side? Because these are so good. Right, moving on. Track at number 7, Tonight. That's stylized with the number 2. Lyrics by Han Sung-ho, Suyeon, Intak, and Jong Sub. Composition Han Sung-ho, Park Soo-seok, Bong Won-seok, Benjamin, Jacob, Aaron from the Hub. Arrangement Park Soo-seok, Bong Won-seok. So this is very similar to Everybody Clap. Yeah, it's like part of Everybody Clap with Killin It. Banger? Banger incoming?
Turn the lights off.
Hold on a second.
Freeze.
Is this gonna be one of those songs we have to let him cook? Oh, I love the reverb on Theo's voice here.
We gonna party like,
oh no, here we go.
Oh, minimal release start. No shot. This is the full release. This is gonna build in the post chorus, I bet. Oh, not the biggest release. Okay. Interesting. This is like a little bit of like a classier take on the big P1 release.
Hold up. I'm the controller.
Get a little AB action. P1 loved a little back and forth, don't they? We've had a lot of it on this album. Yeah, this is a very well-controlled song. It's retaining the brightness and the energy, but it's not in your face at all. This is the, if we're kind of treating this album as like a group party goers, this is the designated driver of the group, enjoying the vibes but holding back a little bit. The responsible one, doesn't let things get out of control. Oh, we got the full release for this final chorus. you know what would have made this song the ultimate B-side if the instrumental part was big band? Oh, I've just had a thought. Hold on a second. Let my brain cook for a sec. Oh, as my allergy meds start to wear off, which is great for me because I'm probably going to be sneezing in about 30 minutes, so hopefully we can finish the album by then. But yeah, this is a song I would love to hear with a big band arrangement. Because I think that would be, oh, that would be spectacular. I'm thinking, I don't know how many of you all will be familiar with Tongvan Shinki music and like the solo members, but Yuno's Vuja Day from last year, that chorus had a big band moment and a big band element to it, like all the brass instruments, all of like the dun 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 dun, like that kind of floor tom drum part, and it's just the energy and the vibes were spectacular. Tonight on its own is a very almost classy take on that party banger that we've gotten in the last couple of songs. This is like the mature version of everything they've done so far on this album. But if they would have done the instrumental part almost like purely brass section wise, oh, that very well could have been one of the most glorious B-sides in a hot minute for me. Oh, the thing is, the song in its current state right now is plenty good. In fact, it's actually really refreshing to hear a song that does have kind of a more matured take. Because Tonight is a song that has that energy, but does it without being all up in your face. But big band Tonight, I beg, FNC, I beg. Oh, my brain might have cooked a little too hard. Hold on a sec. And it's partly down to the fact that I love a good brass section in a song, but just think for a second. You get, hold on. Like, like you get kind of synthy sounding, or you get kind of brassy sounding synths, but imagine that instrumental section in the background with a full range of like trumpets, trombones, horns, tubas, saxophones, just all the brass instruments you can think of. I know saxophone's technically a woodwind instrument, but you get my point. Just like all the brass instruments. You get kind of like a marching band type drum line involved with it too. How much fun would that be? Oh. My brain cooked a little bit. Alright, let's move on. Track number 8, Let Me Love You. Lyrics by Han Seung-ho, Soo-yoon Jung, In-tak Jong-sub. Composition Han Seung-ho, Patrick J.Q. Smith, Lee-hyung Sung, T.M. Soft Serve Boy. Arrangement Lee-hyung Sung, T.M. Soft Serve Boy, Hwang Tae-young. Ooh, a little bit of a switch up in the music team. Alright. Lock in for a second, hold on.
Let me love you.
Yeah, Jongso's sense of rhythm is spectacular.
If you just let me love you, gonna be right there for you. So wait for me.
Peep the octave stack too.
You should just let me love you. You should let me adore you. So wait for me. 언제나 yes I do. You should just, you know that I need your love.
Oh, okay. Slow it down a second. Really interesting that Theo even got a little bit rhythmic with it on verse 2 there. The pacing in this song is actually really well done. It's very smart. I want more of that soul in P1 songs. That just really smooth, almost angelic high voice. little Jungsoul action on the chorus. Okay.
Yes, I do. You should just let me love you. You should let me adore you. So wait for me. 언제나 yes, I do. You should just, you know that I need your love. I need your love. I need your love. You know that I need your love. I need your love. Made the bullet just one time.
Oh, and then straight back. Okay.
아무런 말도 없이 눈빛으로 you know right. 걱정 말고 기다려.
It's such a good soul vocal part, and we only get him for that section of the song. Oh, that transition was nice, nice. Don't worry, yes I do. Let me love you.
Let me adore you. So wait for me. 언제나 yes I do. You know that I need your love. I need your love. You know that I need your love. I need your love. You know that I need your love. I need your love. I need your love. You know that I need your love. I need your love.
Okay, Let Me Love You. Kind of going along the lines of Tonight in that it is a little bit more of a not in your face way of getting the energy out. Like, this is very much more in your face than Tonight was in comparison, but Let Me Love You definitely is not the most like up in your grill banger. Like, it's definitely a lot more subdued than the other kind of high energy bangers we've gotten, but the groove is really nice. Yeah, I want more buttery smooth vocal soul in P1 music, man. I don't know if it's a color-coded lyric thing or if it really is just Soul's voice not being utilized a whole lot through P1 songs, but he has this buttery smoothness that is so good to listen to, especially, you know how in certain groups you get those vocals that just work in certain moments? Like, there's groups where, not just like rappers, but rappers in, say, verse 2, because that's usually where they get put in K-pop songs for some reason, but those vocals that are just always suited for the bridges, for example, or like the killing note in the chorus, for example. Soul, for me, has the perfect pre-chorus voice, because he creates such a gorgeous offset with that really smooth vocal. It gets a little bit pretty, especially you pair it with an instrumental section that just drops down a little bit. It just goes super smooth with it. And then you kind of build up the song behind it, and then all of a sudden you contrast it with the sassiest attitude laced chorus drop. I just think that contrast would be so cool, and I want to hear more, man. Soul's buttery voice is nice. And especially in a song like Let Me Love You, where it does have that just uber rich smoothness in that pre-chorus switch, is just so hymn-coded. But I think Let Me Love You, for me, like the one takeaway, is the whole pacing aspect of it. This song controls its speed very well. Like, whether it's that pre-chorus element where it really feels like it sucks in the beat so much so that it's like the song pacing doesn't change for the pre-chorus at all, but it really kind of like sucks it in. And then that post-chorus where you're enjoying the beat and all of a sudden halftime, big, slow, drawn-out beats. I think that control it has is very cool. Track at number 9, Street Star, lyrics by Han Seung-ho, Soo Yoon, In-tak, and Jung Sub. Composition: Han Seung-ho, Yi Hyun Sung, TM, Eric Bellinger, Benjamin with Yi Hyun Sung, and TM on arrangements. We are coming up to the end here, folks. Almost there. We've had a long line of bangers, so I'm expecting something to... Never mind. Alright. We're back with P1 territory now. Weirdly, we haven't gotten any like uber industrial sounding stuff on this album yet.
꿈을 타고 fly 가까워진 sky 나를 위한 time 예비치하지 in my life I'm the sweet star 나를 주목해 검은 먼지 털어내고 뛰어올라가 when the beat starts 함성이 들려 외쳐 oh wow it's getting loud I'm the street star winning 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 기적처럼 이겨내지
Oh, Intak was feeling it on that verse.
Make my way from beat
This pre-chorus, the instrumental with the building guitar in the background. I'm the street star.
I'm the street star back again go back in at the go get 넘고 또 걷긴 넘 고른 땅에 그런 내 모두 내호 모두 고개를 끄덕거려 I'm back 모두 주먹
Hell yeah. A rap bridge. Did not feel out of place at all though.
I'm the street star 나를 주목해 검은 먼지 털어내고 뛰어올라가 when the beat starts 함성이 들려 외쳐 wow it's getting loud I'm the street star winning 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 기적처럼 이겨내지 다 같이 oh wow it's getting loud
I'm the street star.
I'm the street star
Interesting digital element to that song too. It's not industrial, nothing like Back Down was, but it's got the kind of digital glitchiness that kind of reminds me of that a little bit. I feel like this is kind of back within their comfort zone a little bit. Or I don't exactly know what their comfort zone is. Again, partly down to me not knowing the discography all that well, but this very much feels like run-of-the-mill P1 for me. Like, I don't think there was anything too out of the box for me that's like, I've never heard them do this before. And I think that's fine. Like, we're at the end of the album now, so we do have to start kind of winding it down a little bit. And while this was a more up-in-your-grill type of song, this song did have a little bit more sass to it. Maybe it's because, like, the previous 8 songs on the album have really smacked me around a little bit, but Street Star, I feel like, didn't hit as hard as I think it should have. Which is really weird. Maybe it's a time thing because we are coming up to an hour soon. But the thing is, it's like I have no qualms about the song whatsoever. It's just a good P1Harmony song. It's just nothing's really popping out at me at the moment, which is really weird. I might go on the Reddit thread later to see what people thought about Street Star. But anyways, we've got one more to go. Final song on the album. This is I See You. Track number 10. Lyrics by Jung, Intak, and Jongsub. So a purely member-written lyrical section. So possibly fan song? Possibly ballad? We'll find out. Composition, Park Soo-sok, So Ji-yoon, with Kiho, Jung, and Jongsub on composition as well. Arrangement, Park Soo-sok and So Ji-yoon. So this is very much a member-driven song. I'm guessing fan song or ballad, one of the two.
I see you, my baby. Oh, that's true. No, maybe 날 보는 only one. 쭉 기다려서 I want you to know 내 맘속 그게 있는 눈 깜빡 두 번 것도 봤지 눈 깜빡 나도 오늘 다시 너등 불빛 1, 2, 3 신호는 눈빛 다른 vibe 나를 찾아 차가웠던 내 맘이 또 벌써 녹았어 부족한 내게 한 조각이 돼줘
Okay, it's not a ballad, but it's got the Sunday vibes. Hold on a second, let it cook.
그 뭣도 하나 바랄 게 없어 Say me
feel me, love me, ooh, 떨리는 이 맘이 อู้켜지 못해
Oh, the little oohs that Kehoe's thrown in there. All right, Stefan, I see you. I did not mean to do that.
넌 매일매일 날 보는 only one 쭉 기다렸어 I want you to know 내 맘속 그게 있는 you my baby being with you
Oh,
내게 이제
take the instrumental away.
One thing that I like, oh, one thing that I love is every time I wanna see her. 1, 2, 3, 난 미소 지어. 모두 가져가줘, take it.
Yeah, this screams Sunday vibes for me. I love it though. I think it's a really good way to finish the album. With that, is it like a ballad?
봤던 걸 잘아 잘아 널 음악 냈어 언제나 널 볼 수 있어
The buttery soul vocals, hell yes.
떨리는 이 맘이 우 가지 못하게
The oohs in the pre-chorus is saucy.
I see you, my baby. Oh, that's true. 넌 매일매일 날 보는
Actually, all the drawn up U and O vowels, tasty, tasty.
내 맘속 그게 있는 you, my baby. Being with you. 내게 이젠 가장 궁금. One thing that I like, oh, one thing that I love is 아무런 말도 없이 사랑 가득한 눈빛 내 마음이 밤이래도 길을 비춰준대 별이 된 것 같아요
All of the sauce.
더 많이 내 속에 담아두고 싶어서 I see you my baby oh that's true 넌 매일매일 날 보는 only one 쭉 기다렸어 I want you to know 내 맘속 그게 있는 you my baby being with you 내게 이젠 가장 궁금 One thing that I like oh one thing that I love is you
Oh, that's a very pretty way to end the album. That's nice. That's very nice. And it's, I mean, admittedly, it didn't really reveal if it was a fan song or not, but it's a great way to finish the album. It really is. And typically, on like a pop album, you finish with a ballad. But the fact that we got a ballad pretty early on in the album, like Love Story was 6 songs ago? Yeah, 6 songs ago? So I feel like with a group like P1Harmony that's known for bringing the energy, you can't really put in 2 ballads. So I think instead of going with another song along the lines of like Late Night Calls, I think it was very smart. I see you very much style-wise different to Late Night Calls, but it's that kind of slower, vibier pace. The Sunday vibes. Like, you know, Maroon 5 Sunday Morning, or even Zero Base One's, there's a B-side called Sunday Drives that dropped yesterday. As part of the album that dropped yesterday, along the same lines. It's just really groovy, really vibey, really nice to listen to, and not at all slow, but not at all fast either. It's just it's this action, the wavy action that you do with your hands. Like you're sitting in the car, hand out the window, just like waving along with draft, kind of like that vibes. It's that vibes. I See You is that epitomized. And honestly, really smart finish to the album too, because this was, you know, we had track 5 to 9, so Countdown to Love, Emergency, Tonight, Let Me Love You, and Street Star very much brought the energy following Love Story, but that is a long block of high energy to continue and to kind of like wean off of. But the fact that if they had gone with an out and out ballad a la Love Story again, that would be kind of what's the phrase, cold turkeying it, you know, where you're kind of like obsessing with this energy level and all of a sudden you take it away without any transition period. That would have been too much. So to have a song like I See You, whereas a groove is there, but you've taken the energy and the speed down a whole lot, makes this finale to the album so much smoother and so much more efficient. Because of it, I don't feel the need to have one more B-side afterwards to like finish the album. This is the perfect conclusion for the album that preceded it. Oof. Oof is right. This was a journey and, well, one of the longest album listens that I've done on the channel. But I don't really care because the album was spectacular. I don't really know what boy group albums I've listened to this year. Let me actually find out, because I have my spreadsheet on the side. Boy group album of the year. Oh, On and Off's Beautiful Shadows there too. Having said that though, it's the middle of May. This could very well rank pretty highly come the end of the year, because this album is terrific. No skip album for me. And in fact, this will be an album that I would shamelessly listen to, just like on repeat. The songs are so good, especially, I don't know, I'm not gonna pick B-side of the album, but the B-sides on this album are terrific. Especially that block from Countdown to Love, Emergency into Tonight is an insane run of songs. And then, you know, Love Story as a ballad is very pretty, so I'll throw in that in there. Everybody Clap is a really good song as well. Like, for me, the songs that didn't hit as quite as hard as the others did, Street Star, maybe because I was a little bit tired, because it's been a long time doing this album. And then Late Night Calls, just because I think it's the time of day that's ruining it for me. I still have too much energy to really vibe with Late Night Calls, but apart from those two songs, 10 out of 10 plus for me. The title track though? Do I rank it over Back Down or Jump? Now, Jump was very me, and is right now probably my favorite P1 title. Or at least that I've heard. Of course, there's the entire back catalog of P1Harmony title tracks before Back Down that I haven't heard of before, but I think in terms of title tracks, Jump is still going to reign supreme. Although Killing It will get a lot of playtime, I reckon. Yeah, I reckon it's going to get a lot of playtime for me. But man, that middle block of the album is ridiculous. It's essentially the Wuju Sonya effect for me. My bias line in Wuju Sonya is like the middle of it, so like Luda, Dawon, and Unso are like my three biases in that group. I'm pretty sure in terms of number, I guess they're 4, 5, and 6, but no, they're 5, 6, and 7 in the group in terms of age order. But it's that same idea where the middle block of the album is just, whoo, chef's kiss. And that's, I think, hard to do on an album that's this long, to have the peak be in the middle. Wow, that's spectacular. And thank you for letting me ramble about it for over an hour, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. Hopefully you did as well. But I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you all for listening along, watching along with me. Thank you for being patient with me getting around to this way later than I initially intended to, but you know what, real life happened, and well, we made it in the end. So hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. One last request from me today: let us work together as a community to bring a little bit of extra happiness back into the world, whether it be, you know, checking with your friends and family, holding the door open for somebody, or even picking up a piece of trash off the street. Just one small act of kindness that may brighten up someone else's day to day. And know that wherever you are in the world, should you ever be going through a tough time in your life, for whatever reason it may be, even though I'm just some guy on the internet who waffles about music in his free time, know that I will always be a friend, ally, and a shoulder to lean on whenever you need me. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, spread the love, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.